again, once again. Hey, I'm not sure how long. First off, you know, we got messy bed, no green screen. Fuck it, doesn't matter. Who cares? But it's been a little bit. Again, I've been having just a fucking whale of a time, honestly. But I'm here again. I'll probably talk about it a little bit as we're playing the game. But yes, today, here we go. Today there's a new game that's come out of early access recently that's very interesting that we're going to get into very quickly. It's called Delusions, and it's essentially just Morrowind, but indie developed, not by Bethesda, and we're going to like look into it. It's very cool. I played a good chunk of it. Is that not working? Wait, there it is. Why is it popping up over there? Anyway. Yeah, it's a really cool game. We're gonna play it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't have anything else to add to it. So we're just gonna get in and get underway. Hold on, let me make sure this is off. Oh. And what's good about it right now as well, we're hitting at the perfect time because they just released another update for it. So first off, take this out of full screen, please. I love having an ultra-wide monitor, but it has some problems. And now I just need to hide the taskbar. Automatically hide, thank you. Alright. The good thing about like these kind of games as well is that I can run them like easy. I can change it all around and everything. It's super nice and easy. Okay. So now, there it is. Okay. Now I just have one other thing here I gotta do. I gotta come over here and make sure that you are wrong. 1 second. That should be good there. And now I just need to make sure it's picking up on the audio, which I don't entirely remember how to do that. Okay, hold on. Add Delusion. Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna have to turn this down. Okay, I'll wait to put that in. Hold on. Let's just pump that way down. God, that's so loud. That's probably a better volume for y'all, but that is terrible. Hello, Ad. How are you doing? It's been a little bit. For me especially as well. We gotta turn it down just a little bit more. How are you doing on this fine morning? Unless you're on the other side of the world, and then, well, how are you doing on this fine night? Okay, let's turn this down just a little bit more. Now that is a volume I can deal with. Alright, perfect. And real quickly, actually, 1 second, let me take this back out for a second. Let me grab this. Okay. Cords everywhere in the technological age. There we go, set that over there. Okay. There we go. I can actually get underway. I'm glad to hear it. Today we're going to be playing Delusion. It is a new game, a new indie developed game that's very interesting. If you've ever seen the Elder Scrolls game, you know, Skyrim, it's very similar to like a game like Morrowind. And I played a little bit of it. Yeah, let's make it hard mode, why not? Played a little bit of it on my own, and I thought it was very interesting. It's going to be a lot of lore, though. It's a really cool game, trust me.
A dweller of the sky realms, drifting islands that cradle the last of human civilization. Here, in the dank cell of an Inquisition ship, You ruminate on your past.
Hopefully that is... Hopefully the volume mixing isn't too off. Hold on, I can check on my phone. 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna have to lower the music a little bit. But yeah, it's really cool.
Dreams
It's one of my
childhood
favorite
slip
types
through
of
the world.
games is like this.
Was your fate sealed? Even then?
Okay, so we can be a brawler, an urchin, an apprentice, or a noble. I like the charisma, but I think for this, I just want to go all into brawler, just go full strength and just run it down. I think that'll be a lot of fun.
The body
All right,
grew,
perfect.
the mind sharpened. For a while, you excelled.
Okay, so again, we could go increase damage done with all physical weapons, or we could add some charm. Or lore lockpick. I think, again, let's just go full on.
Facts showed. Your guard slipped.
Okay.
The mistake was grave. The Inquisition had your scent.
Traumatized or deserter? Yeah, let's be traumatized. That's fine. Okay, and in we go. So this is the world. There's going to be a lot of, like, pauses for lore as we're, like, going through this one. Because there's not a lot of, like Morrowind. It has just a ton of pages you can find out and about. Prisoner. XV2, that's 17. Prisoner 17, you have been marked for temporary release. The High Confessor will see you in the central chamber. Do not keep her waiting. Only the High Confessor can answer that, but I calculate there is an 8 in 10 chance you will be granted the honor of a glorious and sanctifying death. Yeah, I'm going to be a full tank. Full suit and armor. Biggest sword I can find. M1 Abrams is what I'm going for. The device lurches on unstable legs, thick blood oozing from its seams with each shuddering movement. A woman's voice, hoarse and raspy, echoes from within the device. Your service is required, prisoner 17. That's not my name. A cackle laps into a sputter of coughs. You forfeited the right to a name when you betrayed the apostatic union. Exactly like Guts. That is what I'm going for. And in a world like this, I think... like, did you see the sky out there? Very Guts. Very Berserk. A little too mechanical, but anyway. A number is all you deserve. But I offer you the chance of penance. An opportunity to atone for your vulgar crimes. I am the High Confessor of this Inquisition Combat Tribunal. We are tracking the most dangerous of criminals, and you will help us. What's in it for me? She wheezes. You should be glad of such a righteous opportunity to serve penance. But success could bring benefits, even your freedom. So, listen closely. Our target's whereabouts have been known for some time. A backwater archipelago on the very fringes of Union territory. Known as the Oneric Isles, these flying islands are host to a manor of outcasts and miscreants. We arrived a few hours ago, but met with fierce resistance. Our target is the Blinding Light Fortress, the last remaining holdout of the Dark Star mercenaries. For our quarry is their leader, the notorious Bellicalos. Yeah, never heard of her. My message syntax delayed. I don't know. That might be something that's changed on YouTube side. It shouldn't have that much of a delay. Let's see. Anyone like it? Yeah, it's not in slow mode, so... yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's an internet thing. Maybe my internet's a little too slow today. But I don't know why it's so delayed. She is the daughter of Admiral Kalus. I try that again. Groomed for command, but she set off on her own to found a warband of thieves and pirates. The Dark Stars were tolerated in the Union until Vela became enthralled with delusions of grandeur. Claimed she could create some sort of heaven. Before you go, take this Inquisition journal. A mechanical arm thrusts a peculiar device in your direction. It will keep track of your mission. My drones can offer guidance, and closer to the blinding light, Inquisition Ignavis can assist you further. Oh, and don't try to run. These flying islands are unstable, and many a fool has fallen to their death. Alright, thanks, floating, constantly bleeding machine. That can't be good. Like, they've got to run out of blood eventually, right? What do we have here? There's our sword. Oh. Damaged doors can be broken with a weapon. There's a chest next to me. Pick up the sword, then press the inventory key. Oh yeah, I already did that. And equip the sword into one of your weapon slots. Lastly, remember to press the attack key to unholster your weapon. Though this is a meager task, I calculate there is a 1 in 20 chance you will somehow perish in the attempt. There we go. And now we're going to be in the tutorial for a little bit. Health potion. For those, if I remember correctly, we have to come over and equip into our hotbar. Here's a world, like, it's a very interesting looking world. All the red everywhere, the neutron star, the floating islands. It's very cool, very imaginative. And yeah, I mean, it's just kind of dope. It's really a dope looking area. Spells and quick items must be equipped in the equipment menu before use. Once equipped, press spell to use spells, item to use items. Okay, unhelpful, let's see. Oh, this is a level up system. You get delusions that give you stat points. These are what the stats actually turn into. That's our background, and then that's this. What's this? Oh, okay. Got it. But where are the... Oh, controls. Let's see. Actions. So to use spell is right mouse button. To use item is R. Got it. Accept. What's also very cool about this game is, like, it being a sort of medieval fantasy that is also just steeped in Elder God stuff. Oh, what do we have here? Another wretched soul caught in the Inquisition's web, no doubt. Tell me, has your High Confessor sent you off to die? Yes. A melancholic smile spreads across her lips. She can be terribly cruel, can't she? She gazes into the distance. Well, stranger, you'd best watch yourself out there. Mark my words, something's brewing on these islands. The stage is set, the curtains drawn, and the performance is set to bring the house down. She smirks at you. And something tells me you have your own role to play. Alright. Thanks, Ghost. But all the, like, mechanical things where it's like, it's such a weird mix of clockwork soldiers, clockwork creatures, clockwork machines, medieval fantasy, and then, like, ancient elder god. Like, I haven't seen a mix like that before. It's very cool. And this is how, similar to kind of like Bloodborne, this is how we get our levels, which right here, there are 4 delusion attributes, the fundamental attributes which govern your skills: might, wisdom, guile, and persona. To increase these attributes, you must find enough glimmers of delusion by exploring and completing quests. Yeah, so come over here. This bar will fill up as we find delusions to complete quests, and once it goes all the way up, it'll give us 1 here, and that'll let us up our stats. Which is probably going to be, like, for me, all into strength, defense, and charisma, and I have no idea what this is. While we're at it, I should probably add these. Now, since I have played a little bit, I got through, like, the first island. And I have not actually, in that process, I have not found another weapon. So, I don't know if it's just like this one main weapon or if there's others. Honestly, I have no clue. Hello. The road ahead is patrolled by Dark Star mercenaries. I strongly recommend sneaking through the mushrooms to avoid combat. It's not that I doubt your skills, Prisoner 15. I simply calculate a 3 in 5 chance you will die horribly. Remember, direct conflict is usually avoidable. Be on the lookout for ways to sneak past tough enemies. No thank you, I only have one direction I'm going in. Oh, they have potions. Ow. Another interesting mechanic. As you see my stamina down there, if you drain it all the way out, you can keep attacking and like running and stuff. But it will drain like permanent stamina. Where then you have to like you have to go to a, like, what are they called? Inn. You have to go to an inn and sleep to gain back like the grayed out stamina, which is cool. That's something I think has been done in other games, but you don't see it a lot. And there's also spell making. I mean, not potion making. We might as well grab all those when we can. But just... There's another game like this, which I'm going to play as well, because it also just got released. I want to stream it, but it's called Lunacid. It's very similar to this, but a completely different world. And that's another one I want to play as well, because I just adore this style of game. It just feels so, like, cozy to me. Okay. With an unholstered weapon, press attack. Yeah, okay. Just how you can, like, attack. Ow. I would like to heal. Hello. What are you doing? No offense, but you better leave this to the professionals. Yeah, okay. Throwing knife. Our agent is dying, but they still might be of use. You may have the charm to gain their trust. The agent may take some convincing. You have been a prisoner for some time. I can no longer smell, but there's a high probability that you emit a foul stench. Success relies on your charm skill, which is derived from the persona attribute. Thank you. Are you one of the locals? He looks you up and down in disgust. Look, just leave me be. I failed the Inquisition. I'd rather die in peace. I'm here to help. Your Inquisitor has tasked me with capturing Bella Calus. He lets out a weary chuckle, then breaks into a cough. Oh my, I recognize you now. You're one of the prisoners. Gods, the Inquisitor must be really desperate. You know you're going to die, right? Those bastards wiped out our whole echelon. If you insist on this fool's errand, you might find some supplies at my crashed drop pod. Follow the river upstream, and you should find it by the waterfall. Didn't I just... No, because upstream's this way, yeah. Oh, hold on. Woo! Jeez, alright. Here we go. And I guess these drop pods, so part of the lore in this world is they have like these flying ships that go from island to island because it's all these floating islands, right? Cool. So I think these drop pods are like, they just, I guess like Master Chief style or like Halo style from the flying machine, like flying ships that just drop down like Master Chief, which seems horrible because there's no belts in this thing. You're just like shoved in this like Iron Maiden, shot down, hit terminal velocity, and then like what happens to your legs? Like once you hit the ground, you just kind of go down, right? I don't know. It's cool, but that looks like that's gotta be painful. That cannot be good for your knees, your legs, your spine. Yeah, like that. Unless like people don't go in them, it's just how they drop supplies, and that would make a lot more sense, and that would be much better. Yep, lockpicking. To progress, you must unlock this door. You will need a lockpick to begin. You should find an ample supply next to me. When picking a lock, there is always a chance you will fail, and the lockpick will break. To pick locks more easily, increase your lockpick skill. Mechanical locks are not the only security measure you will come across. There is an art to disguising secrets through magical means. Alright, well, let's see. So every time you try to lockpick, you roll a d6, and yeah, if you get high enough, you manage to break through. And if you don't, it breaks the lockpick and you have to use another one. 1 second. Alright, hello. In this room, the candlesticks on the wall have been enchanted to seal a secret passageway. To dispel them, you need enough lore skill, and that's the other thing. So you either have lockpicks where it's very straightforward. See a lock, pick it, go through. Or you have these where you have to find these items around, activate them, and then you find enough of them, it opens the door. So it's a cool little like mix where if you're a wizard, you have like the lore way of doing things, or if you have a lockpick, you have like the rogue way. But where it's similar to Elder Scrolls, it's like, yeah, you can be a master of all traits here. It doesn't really matter. Like, you can be the Thieves Guild leader and also the Archmage. Incantation will also deplete your mana slightly. A single passageway may need several switches, so always be mindful of your own surroundings. Alright, thanks. And that's just going to explain lore, and it's just like this, and then this, and there we go. It's kind of similar to like the illusory walls in Dark Souls. What's this? Your current status is represented by the 3 stats. Oh yeah, down there. And still no idea what this is about. Maybe it's where you like respawn if you die. For like an indie game that I have no idea how big the team was. It's pretty fleshed out and big. Like, it's very cool. This is the kind of game that like I would want to work on. And I don't think it would be that hard to like... I could probably do this art style myself. And I could definitely do a lot of the programming in here. But that would take a long time. But either way, let's talk to this guy. As you approach, the Inquisitor takes in a deep breath of air. Do you smell that, prisoner 17? Mushrooms? He clicks his fingers. Exactly. He turns to you, a beaming smile across his face. I've never seen this many mushrooms in my life. Such wide stalks, such healthy gills. He takes a long breath. Ah, and such potent spores. We have mushroom forest back home in Lundell, but nothing like this. He waggles a finger at you, while turning his gaze back to the mushrooms. Prisoner 17, if you get back alive, remind me to get a batch of scry shroom tea for my wife. They make it here in the Orneric Isles, and I hear it's to die for. Okay. He slapped you on the shoulder. That's damn good of you, prisoner. Ah, but where are my manners? He holds out his hand in a greeting. Inquisitor Ignavius of the 12th Inquisitorial Tribunal. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Shake his hand firmly. Gotta be nice. Gotta be diplomatic. He grips your hand with equal firmness. I see I'm in good company, prisoner. He points at the forest shits ahead. That's... Excuse me. That's the Blinding Light, the fortress of Velicalus, leader of the Dark... Jeez, God. Leader of the Dark Star Mercenaries. The High Confessor told me you'd be joining the assault, and not a moment too soon. We need all the help we can get. I've sent all my agents, but so far, none have reported back. We expected heavy fighting, but it seems those Dark Star ruffians are a tougher bunch than we gave them credit for. Your orders are to capture Vela alive. A tall order, I'll admit, but I think you're up for the job, prisoner. So, any questions? Nope, not a damn thing. His smile beams. Ah, that's the spirit, prisoner. I'm sure you'll make short work of those ruffians, and when you're done, be sure to check in with me after the mission. I've taken quite an interest in these Orneric Isles of late, and I'm sure I can fill you with plenty of useful tidbits. Alright, thanks, dude. Oh. This base camp was used as a staging ground by our Inquisition agents. It was highly useful for them to brush up on their skills before they all went and got themselves slaughtered by Vela's mercenaries. We would recommend using the training dummies to practice your swordplay. It may marginally increase the time between now and your inevitable demise. Thanks. It's also cool. These guys remind me a lot of like the, what is it called? Like the Mechanist? Like the robot dudes from Warhammer. Because it's like all like skulls that have, AI and machines built into them and whatnot. Which is just one of the coolest looking, like, factions in Warhammer. It's just dope. Anyway. Another Delusion. Delusions. Yup, that's just saying the same. Stamina. Yeah, don't need to worry about that. Blocking, parrying. Yeah, so you can block to reduce enemy damage. If you time a block just as it lands, you can parry them. And then just boop, like so. Ah! And then you can sleep here, and you can change the time of day. Some quest I saw in the future, and that's how you boost your stats. But some quests in the future depend on the time of day, obviously, and here's a cool checkpoint. So that also gives us a spell. When we're out and about, we can use that to go to our last checkpoint. And they restore your mana, apparently. I didn't know that. But yeah, there you go. Hello again. See that looming fortress? It struck fear into the hearts of many who were braver and stronger than you, stranger. It was made in the God War, so the apostatics named it the Blinding Light to ridicule the gods they planned to butcher. Ironic that it should fall into the hands of someone so blinded by ambition and zeal. For Vela has claimed it in pursuit of her own twisted heaven, and the blinding light that now turns its guns towards the faithless souls who made it. Her spectral eyes glisten. Tell me, stranger, if a hated enemy stood between you and your most cherished ideal, would you strike them down? Would you have the arrogance to take a life in pursuit of your fantasy? Honestly, let me think about that. Would I kill for my beliefs? Would I go on a what do you even call that? Go on a crusade? Honestly, no. I probably would not. Depending on what my beliefs is and what's the right situation, maybe. But one of my beliefs is that I shouldn't be executioner and I shouldn't choose who lives and dies. So that kind of goes contrary. Either way, no, I probably would never. Still, I fear that in a world like this, such a heart will only see you dead in a gutter by the sword of someone far less scrupulous. Still, you've piqued my curiosity, stranger. I'll have my eye on you. You don't have any eyes anymore. But yeah, I personally, depending on the situation, there are times where I might. But generally speaking, no, I don't think I would. Kind of goes contrary to like one of my main beliefs. However, if the belief is that I should be alive and someone is coming at me with a weapon, all bets are off. That's completely different. All right, let's go. Ow. Okay. Ow. God damn. Hey, don't put that away. I'll use a little bit of extra stamina. God damn it. Hey, parry. Not a parry. Ow. I miss spells. You have to be careful. It is hard to parry in this game because everything is like... Oh god. All the animations are very long, so you really need to... You can't queue up too many actions or you keep getting hit like I'm doing repeatedly. God damn. Another potion. Okay. Ow! God, put the bow away. Okay. Ah, your AI. Easily bamboozled. Okay, so our main goal, pretty much our only goal, is to get into this castle. Before we do, what's over here? I also, like... I feel like games nowadays, like playing Ghost of Tsushima, like Valhalla, all those games like that, they feel like too much, honestly. Like, they're almost not too complicated, but there's just, like, too much going on all the time. So I kind of like games like this where it is very clear what is happening. Ow. Like, you know exactly what you're doing, you know what's going on. A few, like, simple mechanics that are pretty deep is what I like. Damn it. Nope. There you go, parry. Ow. Oh, there we go. I'm out of health potions. This is horribly embarrassing. But yeah, I like games like this where, like, no matter what, you know the tools you have, so you can come in, you can just, like... The rules don't change. Like, you know everything you need to do, right? And it's not just so bloated. It's more contained. I like that. No, excuse me. He healed back to full, but I killed him before. I guess it actually went in. A little bit of interesting programming there. All right. Go again. Up. Now, I'm not sure how I feel about, like, with lockpicking. Every lock you do is a 1 in 6 chance. At worst. That feels kind of strange. Like, why focus on lockpicking if you will always get, at worst case scenario, a 1 in 6 chance, you know? But it does mean, like, no matter what, if you want to go explore something, you're most likely going to be able to get through. Oh, excuse me. My agility is very low. And how do I... That's out. Who's shooting at me? Where are you? I hear you. Take some more Eye of Peguth. And let's creep around. Hello, sir. Hey, can I get a shield too? That'd be nice. Come on, attack. Throwing knives. There we go. Also, I apparently have a new Delusion, so let's use it. I kind of just want to go straight in and just keep going through Might, which gives combat skills, attack, defense, maximum health. I also want to get some Persona, but you know what, for now, let's just use Might, because I feel like I kind of need it. I might need some more levels in it, because I could use more damage, generally speaking. Nope. 1 down. 2 down. 3rd time's a charm. Okay, then we have traps. But if I jump it... Ow! Nope. Oh, that probably should have killed me. There we go. Health potion, please. Nope. I don't need stamina, I need health. Okay, that's barred from the other side. There's so many, like, little quick and easy programming things you can notice in here. Like, how, because there's no body, you're just a floating sword, The crouch is just take the camera, lower it. Which that's all you really need to do. Another delusion. Is that enough? No, it's not. What do we got here? An assortment of maps, notes, and diagrams clutter the table, detailing the planned exploits of the Darkstar mercenaries. One in particular catches your eye. An expedition to the cursed underlands far below the Sky Realms. Yeah, so in this... oh, thank God I can sleep. In the lore here, I guess humanity or whatever we are went to these floating islands because the ground below is, like, cursed and destroyed or something along those lines. There we go. Well. Where do you go? Is anyone else like me, like, this aesthetic just makes me happy. It makes me feel just nice and, just nice, you know? Like the trees, the dropping pods, how the rocks are so geometric. And, like, you can tell this is grass on the ground, but if you actually look at it, it's like, that's nothing. I don't know, it just, or like, there you go, like a 2D rock on the ground. Like, it just makes me feel so good. It makes me feel so happy. Okay, so that's back where I came from. So let's check over here instead. Oop. And there is fall damage, but it's like... you have to fall a long way to trigger it. Damn it. This is not a position I want to be in. Oh, a health potion. I'll see you guys. I don't want to fight two shield guys. Bye. Okay, well, that's all that's down here. Let's head back up our nifty little wooden box. Oop. Okay. Oh, hello. Yeah, there we go. Kill him before he can even grab the health potion. Okay. There we go. Because I like in-depth combat systems like Elden Ring and stuff. Elden Ring, like the Baldur's Gate. One of my favorite is Divinity 2. But something's just so pleasing and comfortable about... wait, he didn't even drink it. What? Excuse me? Pleasing and comfortable about something where it's like, all you can do is attack and block. And just getting into that rhythm. What? Oh! Well, that was interesting. God, ow, shit, okay. Well, I'm pretty sure there was a bed in here I can use real quick. I think. It was not in here. Oh yeah, there it is. Perfect. I don't know how, like, enemy respawns works in this game, like, at all. You know what? We don't even need to go that way. I don't know if enemies do respawn or not. This looks like an interesting landmark. That's something that will be important later, but right now doesn't mean anything. Wait, now we can actually see it. Like, look at that crouch. I mean, for all intents and purposes, it looks like someone's crouching. And it's just so easy to set up and do as well. Oh, he saw me. Wow, why are you so much weaker than the other ones? Some of these guys are like giving me a run for my money. And speaking of, do you think anyone has ever been crushed by one of these drop pods? They've got to be, right? And where are they coming from? Maybe they're gifts from one of the many gods that inhabit these lands. Ooh, was that upgrade? Yo, iron. And obviously iron is how we upgrade our weapon. Let's come over here. Go for coins. If I can sneak up on them, that would be nice. Because then I get a big chunk of damage right off the back. Or you can just one shot. Sorry, dude. Oh. Hey, whoo. Or like another good example of games like this, like Kingsfield. It's a game I've never played, but I am interested in playing it. You know, it's from Software before they were known for anything super big. It was like that in Armored Core. Let's put that item on as well. Alley-oop. Hello? Anyone home? Can't go that way. And there's our target. Hello. Velocolo stands with gravitas, her voice piercing the clatter of the ship. You notice blood seeps from her armor. She is wounded, but hides it well. Loose the sails! And why is the anti-grav engine not running? Suddenly you catch her eye. What's this? A straggler? The Dark Star Company greets you. My apologies, but you have caught us at a rather inopportune moment. Velocolo, I've come to apprehend you in the name of the Inquisition. I've just escaped from Inquisition prison. Can I join you? Okay, now this is a good question. How are we going to roleplay? Am I going to be Inquisition all the way? Or do I want to be like anti-Inquisition? It could go either way. One side we go for the gods, the other side we kill the gods. And I think it'll be fun to go with the gods. So you know what? Let's go anti-Inquisition. Why not? She looks you up and down, smirking. I mean, no offense, but the Dark Star Company has certain standards. You don't quite fit the bill. Prepare yourself, straggler. Great deeds are afoot. Deeds that will bring the apostatic union's tyranny to an end, and that will usher in a new age of heaven. And with that, we must take our leave. It's been a pleasure, but I doubt we'll meet again. Alright, bye. Look at her go. Sailing away. How do these ships fly? Oh, they did say the anti-grav engine. I guess, yeah, that would probably explain it. Hello. Bella spent countless nights here, hunched at her desk by the light of a candle. While the rest of her crew slept, she would pore over sky charts and scour or that's not the right pour, right? It's P-O-U-R, right? Not like a pour. Anyway, old tomes for shreds of arcane knowledge. Back then, when I was flesh and blood, I thought she was driven by a pure desire to carve out a better world. But in time, I came to think of her as little more than a frightened girl, trying to fix something broken inside herself. For there is a thorn in Bella's heart that she cannot remove. Sometimes it's maddening. Scratch pushes her to greatness. Other times, it twists her into cruelty and barbarism. The ghost looks into your eyes. Listen, stranger. Whether you wish it or not, you will cross paths with Bella. I see it clear as day. But what will happen next is a tangle of infinite possibilities. A dark void that swallows any attempt at foresight. If you wish to understand the woman your fate is bound to, seek an old manor that drifts on the northeastern edge of Hollowshire. I will meet you there. Alright. And we got the Entice spell, which I probably won't be using. There's that little map. Nope. And then up here, we can, like, use things to build up stuff over here. Currently, we don't have, like, any of the stuff we need, but we can make quarters. But How do I leave? There we go. And they will go there. But I don't care enough right now, to be honest. We'll get more resources out and about. York. There we go. There's nothing here. Fortress needs repairing before that will work. And now here we are. Hello. Oh, it's you. The High Confessor wants to speak with you up on the platform. He mutter under his breath. Though what she sees in wretched prisoner is beyond me. Alright, bye. Hello, Confessor. The High Confessor is giving orders to the agents around her, pointing with her mechanical limbs and shouting between bouts of coughing. Eventually, she notices you. Hey, we get to see her face now. Look at it. Isn't she so pretty? That's horrifying. Ah, prisoner 17, wasn't it? Our drones have been tracking you. It seems that Vela has escaped. I couldn't apprehend her. I failed. A high-pitched laugh reverberates through her coffin. I cannot mimic that, I don't think. Nonsense. I was certain you would be cut into tiny pieces. It's astounding you made it this far. But your sentence still stands. You may yet prove your usefulness. We must ascertain where Vela has fled to. Luckily for us, I know just who we can ask. She laughs to herself, but this turns into a pained series of retches. Ew. After a moment, you think she may have vomited. Ugh. Excuse me. The Oneric Isles are home to a number of former Dark Star mercenaries. My superiors would rather I executed them, but she is silent for a moment. They are more used to us alive. If anyone knows where Vela went, they will. I would start with Jack Basalt, a former Navy captain turned sellsword. We have already contacted him and arranged a meeting. You can find him at the Wobbly Noggin Pub in Hollowtown, in the center of the Oneric Isles. Basalt has promised to direct us towards his comrades in exchange for the polymath's pardon. He can help you find the others. Sure, got it. Good, and be careful. These islands are on the very fringe of apostatic Union territory. There may be worshippers or even minor gods who have fled the Union's purges tucked away here, the only assuredly faithless place in Hollowtown. And beyond Hollowshire's borders, there is ground even Union boots won't tread upon. To the east, the Clockwork Kingdom is in full-blown crisis, while the people of the Endless Realm to the west are cursed to never die. I like this art. That guy has seen something crazy to have eyes like that. And it's like his face is like melting. Like, I don't know what's going on, but I like it. Rip that farmer. My tribunal will establish a command post in this fortress. The Blinding Light. Return here to recuperate, if you wish. Oh, and one more thing. From now on, you'll be known as Confessor 17. This doesn't change your crimes or your sentence, but it sounds a little better than prisoner, eh? Alright, bye. Farewell, Confessor. And he wanted to talk to us as well. I do not remember his voice. Oh, Confessor 17. I just knew you'd survive the assault. The drones were all but certain you'd meet a gruesome end, but you sure showed him, eh? Okay. Ah, nothing important. Alright, bye. Oh, if it isn't our newest confessor. She bows her head politely. I'd love to help you with your mission, but I don't have the security clearance to know all the ins and outs. You should speak with Inquisitor Ignavius on the platforms opposite the High Confessor. He'll know what to do. Oh, I mean, how hard can it be? I just gotta go out and I gotta go find fucking Jack. And some more delusions. Here we are. Now we're into the world proper. So many places to go, so many things to see. So let's get stuck on a pathway. There we go. Let's just go start exploring. And look at that thing. Now, one downside to this game, you are so slow. You are like dreadfully slow. And you can find a spell that increases your movement speed, but it takes so much mana that honestly, like, it's not super usable or worth it. Can I sneak around you? Nope. On guard! Okay, come on. Come on. Third time's the charm. Fourth time's the charm. Fifth time's the charm. Come on, 6 times the charm. There we go. I think for this run, I might just, I think what I'm going to do, I think it'll be fun to just, the only 2 stats I'm upgrading are going to be Might and Persona, I think. Or, well, I could do 0 Persona. I don't know. I'll think about it. But Might is definitely going to be like the thing that I'm going to upgrade first and foremost for as long and as much as I can. No magic this playthrough, none. God damn. Oh! Oh, isn't this unfortunate? Welcome to my prisoner, human. The words smash against your skull with dread portent. There's no mistaking it. You're speaking to a god. Oh, I sense it in you. That abject horror, that searing shock. Your heart beats so fast it might burst, human. How did I get here? You were moments from death. I plucked you from a certain peril, as easily as your kind would pull a weed. But it was not an act of kindness. I require something in return. I did not ask to be saved. And I did not seek your consent. Make no mistake, human, your life means little. Without me, you would be just another pile of bones sinking into the dirt. You will help me, or you will perish. Velikalos and her arrogance chained me here in shackles of void steel. I wish to be free, and so she must die. You hunt Vela, correct? Without my aid, your mission is futile. You will surely meet a gruesome demise. So I will save you. I will pluck you from the precipice of oblivion again and again until the deed is done. Who are you? How times have changed that a human would ask such a thing. There were times in ages past where my shrines were in 1,000 settlements, when every Wiccan knew my name, when my mind rang with the prayers of your kind. I will not stoop to introducing myself, but know this. There are still those loyal to me, who preserve my hidden shrines. It's to these places that I will summon you, should your death be imminent. Why did Bella capture you? Why else? She craved my power. I am unique in this pantheon of major gods, as I can sense the moment of one's demise and steal them from their fate. But in her arrogance, this was not enough, for I cannot revive someone who is long dead. There are no gods who can save, perchance, the dreamers themselves. So she kept me chained here, such is the sorry state of the world, that no followers came to save me, not even the Wiccans came to my aid. Damn that cursed god war. Alright, bye. Remember our bargain, human. What's down here? Free mana potion. What an interesting... Oh, so I think that the shrines we found are probably reminiscent of this dude, and he's gonna, like... When he, when we die, he'll revive us, like, at those stations. Well, let's go take a little nap and go back to where we were. Real quickly, let me check what time it is. Okay, I got about 50 more minutes before I've got to skedaddle and go to my actual job. I should probably set an alarm. That would probably be a good idea. Because if I don't, I could entirely miss that and then be late to work, and that would be so sad. So, alarm... 11 a.m. Perfect. Perfect. There we go. There, interestingly, you know, there is a day-night cycle in here, but there's no weather. The weather's kind of perpetually red. Red, cloudy, and neutron star-esque. Oh, I should have went to sleep. Well, let me just take a potion. Ow! Okay, hold on. Let's not do the same thing this time. Okay, hold on. There we go. Hey, the Apostatic Union consider me accepted. How kind of them. I'm glad they accept me. Similar to like, I don't know if Morrowind had that sort of thing where it's like the factions or whatnot, but I know that New Vegas did. And so I think it's kind of similar to that. Okay, can't go in there. Hello there. And this is what we can use to upgrade our weapon. We need one more iron, though, to be able to do it. And we don't have any armor yet. Hello. The Dark Star mercenary languishes an ale in one hand. She barely registers her presence. So are you with the Inquisition? Or some petty thief come to pick at our corpses? I'm hunting your leader. Just passing through. I'm hunting your leader. Do as you please. I'm not hamper you. That wench has led us into enough trouble. She swigs the ale, most of it splashing down her face. If you don't care for Vela, let me in the storeroom below. I need 10. It's true I have no love for Vela, but it's another thing to betray the Darkstar Company. They're still my brethren. Well, if I level up my charm at any point, I can come back for that. I think that's the only way in here to get whatever's in that chest in that delusion. And I think right now we have 2 iron. Yeah. So if we get 1 more, we can no longer have this chipped, rusty short sword, which would be fantastic. What? What was that? Oh, another drop pod. A gift from someone. I like, even when you find gold just like on the ground, you're still pilfering the gold. Oh, hello. Right. Don't turn around, whatever you are. Walk, please. Oh, okay. Yoink. Ow. A little too slow. Okay. And take him down. Got him. Excellent. But it looks like there's... Oh, no. There's this down here. Okay, cool. Silk threads. A Paradoxicus. Oh, there's some gold there. I can go down there after I see what's kicking around in this tower. Oh, my lore skill's too low. What a shame. Well, I could probably come back later, because there's like armor you can find and whatnot that that will increase your stats, and I could probably use that even if I'm not upgrading any of my other stats. And maybe that'll be really dumb, and maybe I'll have to upgrade my other stats, but I'll at least, if I'm going to do that, I'm going to max out might first. Gonna be a big dumb barbarian. Okay. Back up. How much gold do we even have? I don't know. Oh, there it is at the bottom, 114. Pretty sizable, pretty good. There we go. There's my lemonade done. So yeah, with this first little section done, that really shows you like how this game works and what you can expect from a lot of it going forward. The gameplay loop is pretty straightforward. It's really just like go out, explore, get a quest. The quests are really simple, to be honest. Level up, get delusions, and explore the story and lore more. I believe that can be used in some specific locations. And I also believe that there's a mine around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Don't mind me. Coming through. Okay, 2 in 6 chance here. Okay. Well, we've already kind of failed that chance. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, sweet. Now we can run back and go upgrade our sword before we get into any more combat, because I think that'll be a very nice boon to have. Hey, free gold. What is happening back there? You can also, I know, upgrade armor, and it changes how it looks, but I'm pretty sure it changes its stats too, where, like, if it's one that increases charm, it increases more charm and whatnot. But I'm not 100% on that, because I only played far enough in to see that you can upgrade armor. I haven't actually upgraded any armor. Steel sword. Ah, beautiful. Swords are reliable, all-rounder weapons, rewarding both speed and aggression. The sword, a classic. Can't go wrong with a sword unless you're on the wrong end of it, of course. Can we upgrade it further? We can, but we need, whatever that is. Ah, now we're properly armed. Ooh. And with my might, that should make us deal quite a bit more damage. And now let us off. Let's go check it on this guy. This little floating scythe creature. Oh, I'm trying to cast a spell. Whoops. Ow. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's a pretty good upgrade. Thanks for the lockpick. Okay, so we need to go to Hollowtown, I think. Which I think is just up there. Follow the path, most likely. First off, who are you? Hello? Oh my, what's all the commotion over yonder? I appear to be quite lost. I bought a map of these Oneric Isles back in Riova, but it seems to be decades out of date, he grumbles. That's the trouble with these fringe islands. Every few decades they've floated into different positions. Take my advice, traveler. If you're looking to explore, make sure you find an accurate map. Alright. Yeah, let's see. That way to the Sacred Shroom. This way to Pearl Village. To Pearl Village we go. Just quickly. There we go. And here we go. Our first village. Hello. The youth looks at you with caution, wide eyes lodged in the gaunt face. Oh, a newcomer! Welcome to Pearl Village! My name's Lud. Were you, involved in all that commotion over at the old fort? Sure, I just killed more folks than you could count. I'm an Inquisition agent hunting down. I'm just passing through and causing trouble. Yeah, I've killed a bunch. The young man's jaw hangs agape as he searches for words. Oh my, oh wow. I suppose there would have been, a lot of blood and such. Yes, of course there was fucking blood. He visibly flinches. Ah, yes, of course, I thought so. He looks around as if for something to say, just... did I mention that our town is called Prill? We're just a humble village. Have you heard of scry shrooms? It's a mushroom that shows you the future. We grow it and sell it, only, things aren't going so well lately. People are worried. What's going wrong exactly? Well, the crop yield is bad. Each year we've been growing less scry shrooms. Some people are getting worried. He looks around and leans in closer. I've heard some people are considering the old ways. His eyes are practically bulging. You know, consorting with Wiccans and gods. That's very stupid of him. The boy nods furiously. Of course, very illegal, but also kind of exciting, wouldn't you say? Seems to regress the choice of words. Oh, I just mean, It's very boring here sometimes. Anyway, the local Waymaster, Colwick, has gotten pretty spooked by it all. He's weighing everyone who comes by just to make sure they're not a Wiccan. But my mother, Olwen, she's the mayor, by the way, doesn't seem too bothered by it all. She's much too worried about something else. I heard her mumbling about some sort of monster lately. Oh, I'm sorry. I do tend to waffle, don't I? Is there anything you'd like to know? I've got to get going. Oh, of course. Bye. Oh, there we go. What a strange little kid. Out here. I mean, he doesn't even look like a kid. He looks like... I mean, maybe he's a youth, like 16 or something, but anyway. Checkpoint. Hey, who are you? The man sips his tea, studies you intently. New face, eh? If you got business here, talk to Dwin at the counter. He's the proprietor of this business. I'm really only employed to make sure things go smoothly. How do you make things go smoothly? Well, the details are such a nature that I wouldn't feel comfortable discussing them. He takes a sip. Over tea. I'm a mercenary, you see. I've fought with the Bion Serpents, the Lundell Blackguard, and even the Dark Stars for a time. And now, he sips his tea, I protect the business interest of this fine gentleman, nothing more, so please, pay me no heed. Alright, bye. Smiles politely, but says nothing. Oh, welcome, welcome. Pull up a stool if you're looking for Scry's room. You've come to the right place. Actually, I am. For Ignavius. He leans on the counter, thrusts a bulging eye in your direction. What does that mean? Just like... Or like thrust it? Or does he just have eyes back there where he's just leans forward just like, here. Do you know what Scry's room does, newcomer? Yes, actually. Then you have heard it shows you the future, but see, that puts some folks off, as they're scared of what they might see. I'm here to tell you, it ain't like that. There ain't no cipher spell in the great library of Biome that can do what Scry's room does. It plunges you into the river of time so you can see the bends and the currents rushing towards you. Do you know how I grew this business? Not with luck, my friend. Oh, no. I use the humble Scry's room to outsmart my rivals, and now my company ships into every corner of the apostatic union. So what'd you say? You buying? So wait, do these visions always come true? Okay, you convinced me. What are you selling? Actually, I wanted to ask you some questions. Yeah, what are you selling? That's what I like to hear. I've got a pot of Scry's room on the brew, and we've also got a few other odds and ends if you're hankering for supplies. Also a room to rent upstairs for 2 coin if you need some rest. Alright, here's what we got. Okay, so... Sure, I'll take that. That seems like that might be useful. I'll take the health potion, and I'll take... 3 Scry's room. Scry's room, when you drink it, it increases your lore for a bit, so that could be useful. Since there's that thing back there where I don't have enough lore for. And, well, I'm not increasing my lore. I'd like to peruse your services. I would like to rent a room. I'll take it. Thank you. Sleep till night, why not? I've never really played this game at night. Hey, 24-hour shop, ain't that cool? Always good to see a returning customer. What can I do for you? I got a Scry's room, and I guess I don't really need anything else from you. Alright, bye. Oh. Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on. Actually, there's no point being here at night because, well, no one's going to be active. Oh, god damn it. Hey, I need your room again. Thank you. Back to morning. God, those chimes are horrible. Jeez, okay. Yeah, there we go, now we can go in. Hello! The man's eyes follow you with suspicion. His graying hair and weathered skin suggest he is older than most in the village. A faded scar runs down his face. I think, like, right there. I think. I don't know. Like, his character model does not have a scar from what I can see. You're new to town, I gather. Well, I'm the local waymaster. Name's Colwick. And I'll have you know, before you engage in any business here in Pwyll, I'll be taking your weights. So without another word, please step on the scales. He gestures at the huge contraption behind him. Thanking you kindly. Alright, I suppose. He nods. Go ahead, then. On to the scale. In Pearl Village, you met Weighmaster Kolwick, who refused to speak with you until you were weighed on his enormous scales. You've weighed yourself, and so you should probably go back to him. Wait. That's not really a scale, is it? Because it's like, it's not connected to another thing to like off-weigh it. Interesting. Anyway. He studies the dials and symbols atop the machine and scratches various notes on some parchment. Interesting. Very interesting. The prime glyph says you're a criminal. He shoots her a stern glance. The lesser glyphs are harder to parse. Let's see now. They say you killed a man, multiple witnesses, and what's this? Martial trauma? Sorry to say, I've known plenty of soldiers who lost their reason. But there's one more glyph. Inquisition agent? He looks up from his parchment, his face struck with puzzlement. Begging your pardon, at first glance I thought you might be one of them Darkstore mercenaries running from the Inquisition raid. Well, you must have been fighting those scoundrels, eh? Yes, those crimes were just a cover story. Yes, I'm confessed returning for my crimes. Yes, those crimes were just a cover story. He gives a quick Union salute. Apologies, friend. This humble Weighmaster didn't mean to delay Inquisition business with his lowly bureaucracy. I've approved your visit to Pro. You won't get into any trouble. He thinks for a moment. But, say, in light of your profession, could you lead this humble servant of the Apostatic Union a hand? There'd be a Apostatic Union password in it for you. What is going on with the path behind him? It's vibrating. You see, the Inquisition raid ain't the only reason we've been so eager to weigh people of late. There's also fears of bloody god worship among the townsfolk after all we've been through. He looks distinctly peeved. Just... Okay, so you need help tracking down god worshippers? He leans forward, speaks low. Aye. Folks a bit feared recently, you see. The soil's dying and harvests are down. Merchants want to buy our scry room more than ever, but we can't meet their demands. So some have been flirting with the old ways. What makes the old ways so bad? It's been 40 years since the God War. 40 years since the Apostatics told the Wiccans and their gods to go fuck themselves. 40 years since we and the lads drove a void spear through our own god's eye, that cruel, violent bastard of a god, Angwin. And in those 40 years, folks have forgotten how bad it was under the divine tyrant and his Wiccan lackeys. Sure, we had bountiful harvests and our purses were bulging, but our sons and daughters were taken from us and the soil was fertilized with their blood. Now our old god Angwin's been dead for long enough, but they say so long as people still believe some part of a god can live on. So there's been murmuring of some folks trying to bring him back, and that's got the rest of us scared shitless. Trouble with small town like this, we all know each other. And the guilty parties won't talk to me, but you're an outsider, an Inquisition agent to boot. I need you to ask around and try to find any Wiccan sympathizers, so we can sort this out quiet-like, before the villagers start looping each other's heads off in a frenzy, or lopping each other's heads off, lopping each other's heads off in a frenzy. Find something out and I'll disperse you a Union passport. That'll grant passage to Hallishire. Alright, I'll see what I can do. He sighs in relief. You're up my thanks, newcomer. Just as soon as you find something out of sorts, you let me know. You hear? Okay, so let's see. About the town. Alright, goodbye. There's not much going on in town. I know, like, this is like a harbor thing. There's not really any reason to talk to them, but, like, you can dock a flying ship there later, allegedly. I have not seen this flying ship you can get, but allegedly. I'm assuming it's going to be like the Silt Striders from Morrowind that later you get as, like, a fast travel way. That's not using a spell to go back to the last checkpoint you had. Here's the mayor. We can talk to her, too. Hello. Whew. The woman sits with her eyes closed, a pained expression on her face. Various medallions and necklaces hang around her neck, suggesting she holds some important position here in Quill. She mutters under her breath. Flames. Oh, flames. We have to douse the flames. Is everything okay? Ah! She looks at you with a frenzied intensity to her gaze. Like that frenzied intensity? Maybe. What are you doing? You've got to get out of here! The Nautilob will burn you alive! Nothing's on fire, lady. You fool! Even you are ablaze! Oh, how the skin melts from your bones! We have to... She stops mid-sentence and blinks slowly. The moment she says, nothing's on fire, is it? Are you kidding? I'm burnt to a crisp. Oh, how embarrassing. I'm terribly sorry. You caught me in the middle of a divination. My name is Olwyn, mayor of this humble village of Quill. How do you do? Did you say divination? Are we going to die? She chuckles nervously. Oh, by the sky realms, not at all. There's only a distinct possibility we will be burned alive. You see, I have found myself presented with quite the dilemma. It's really nothing to worry about, so please don't cause a fuss. I have the whole thing quite under control. I was merely indulging in scryshroom meditation to divine what manner of threat this giant monster could pose. And, turns out it's really not much of a problem at all. Wait, what is this about a giant monster? Oh, so it's not common knowledge? She looks genuinely relieved. I thought the whole town would be talking about it by now. You see, a small mercenary band has made certain, demands. No, I don't mean Bella's Darkstars. Its lots are much less, accomplished, which makes it all the more puzzling how they got their hands on a giant Nautilob. What is a Nautilob exactly? She raised her hand dismissively. Just the Skyrealm's mollusk that you find around these parts, easily recognizable by their shells. But I had absolutely no idea they could get this big. These mercenary scoundrels are threatening me with their huge Nautilob. They claim they'll sack the town if I don't comply with their absurd demands. I really don't want to cause a panic in the town, so I'm at a loss at what to do. But if someone could sneak into their fortress of the southeast and ascertain whether their Nautilob thing has any weakness we could exploit, well, let's just say that person would find himself firmly within my favor. I'll see what I can do. She gives you a sly smile. Very well. Now, is there anything else? Any Wiccan worship going on? Yeah, sure. God worship? In Quill? Surely not. Most of the villagers who are old enough to remember are actively relishing the death of their former god Angwin for all the horrible things he did. Okay. Well, that's all I got. Alright, see you later. These chimes are driving me insane every time I'm inside a house with them. Oop. Yep. Let me up. There's something down there. Nothing around here. Alright. And then that way is, that bridge is how we get to the next section, like the next island we can go to. And so there's nothing to do there until we get a passport. Anything down there? Very long drop. Ah. Oh, look at this neutron star slowly coming over the horizon. Isn't it lovely? Oh, there's the giant Nautilob. Oh, iron. I don't know if I'll need that for anything, but I'll take it anyway. Oh, what do we have down here? Secrets and spores. In Quill Village, you found evidence of god worship deed in the caves under the town. Waymaster Colwick will surely want to hear about this. Tyler stream? Yes, it is a Tyler stream. The one and only me. Tyler, my god-given name. From birth. Oh, Delusion. Not for too much longer, let me see. Tyler streamed for like 20 more minutes before I got to go to work. I'm an extra Delusion, so that's more might. How you doing, Jess? This is not Elden Ring content. That is correct. I finished the Elden Ring DLC. It was all done. I completed it. I don't know about 8-bit. That might be 2 little bits. Maybe it's more like 16-bit or 32-bit. But yeah, it's a pretty cool game. I like it. The art is, I think, a bit more my style than it is your style. It's a very cool game, though. I dig it. It kind of looks similar to, like, some of the demakes that were going around, like the Bloodborne demake and the Elden Ring demake. Wait, was there an Elden Ring demake? Ah, whatever. It's also the first stream I've done in a little bit. Ah, welcome back. What can old Corwick do for you? What about the god worshippers? He leans in. You heard anything? Wait, okay. Well, you need to travel through the mushroom forest. You can't miss the shroom itself. Sorry, the biggest mushroom you've ever seen. On account of it being used by the Wiccans in the past, there's doors and paths leading up around the shroom itself. The main doors will lead you through the central stem, but there might be a whole host of nasty monsters waiting to tear you a new one. So you might try looking for a right one on the back. Probably be locked up tight, but you might have less of a fight on your hands that way. No, what I wanted to say is, thanks. Like new clothing fixations. You myself broke. Yep. What did this? What's your next clothing fixation? I know you were talking about the dresses last time we were in call. I saw that. But is there something new? Something more unique, like a leather jacket with tassels? That would be interesting. And digging yourself broke. You're digging a hole? I'm also quite broke. I mean, I'm getting paid tomorrow, though, so that's not too bad. There we go. That's what I need. Okay. Okay, cool. There were occult instruments in the caverns below Prill. For a moment, he merely stares past you, lost in thought. This can only mean one thing. If someone's conducting rituals around Engwyn's corpse, that means they're trying to reopen the blood contract. But buried in those closets was a terrible cost. No less than human sacrifice. Here, take this key. It'll unlock the upper chamber in the sacred shroom to the west. There's no doubt in my mind, someone's been taken to the sacred shroom to be metabolized. As per the contract's terms. You gotta go there and save him. Oh god, hiccups. Ooh. Oh, it's bangers. It's a funny looking spreader. Look. Alright, let me check real quick. Where's my Discord? There it is. Oh, I like it. It's very gothic. It's very cool. The sleeves are interesting. I like all of it, but the sleeves are a little weird. I will say. It looks like if you wanted to do like the flamenco or the salsa, that you'd have those kind of sleeves. But I like it. It is very cool. Did you say metabolized? In the old days, there were sacred shrooms all over Prill. Each would spawn a whole forest of scry shrooms, but only if they recently metabolized a human. I ain't sure if the scry shrooms used part of the human body to achieve their effect, or whether it was all just part of Engwyn's divine mockery. But I know the scry shrooms used to be more potent in the old days. There was only one sacred shroom left, deep in the mushroom forest to the west. All the others shriveled up and died when we stopped feeding them flesh. How do I get into this mushroom? Well, you'll need to travel through the mushroom forest. You can't miss the mushroom itself. It's probably the biggest mushroom you've ever seen. On account of it being used by the Wiccans in the past, there's doors and paths leading up all around. Yeah, I already read that. Okay, I'll do my best. I'm relying on you, you hear? Alright, bye. But before that, actually, we have another quest we can do. Because that's the main quest. So that's one we have to do to go forward. So we can go do these other two first and then run and do those. And then by the time I finish these two quests, I think it'll be about time I gotta run for the hills. Probably go get some Taco Bell and then go to work. Hello, map guy. Bye, map guy. And I guess I haven't looked over there either. Maybe there's something over there. Alley-oop. Oh, I'm out of water. What a sad day. Also, there's a map in this game, but you have to find map charts to use it, so it's not the most useful of maps. Hey, Ignavius, I got your tea. This is a really good camera angle. I'm looking straight at his chest. Got that tea you wanted? I got some scry shroom. Oh, Confessor, this is exactly what I was looking for. How thoughtful of you. He removes the belt, a tiny metal teapot. He sips some loose tea into the filter And to your surprise, you notice it already contains boiling water. If you would be so kind as to wait a moment, Confessor, I really must let this brew. You wait for an uncomfortable few minutes in total silence. While the Inquisitor stares at his miniature teapot, finally he seems satisfied. He pours the liquid into a cup and takes a sip. He frowns and is silent a moment. Confessor, this is... excuse me. Damn fine tea! He takes another sip. I've tried an extraordinary number of teas in my time, and this is one of the best. My wife is going to love it! Please take this as recompense. Beads of sweat appear on the Inquisitor's forehead, and he seems to be staring at something only he can see. He mutters to himself, damn fine tea indeed. You think it is probably best to leave him be. Alright, bye Ignavius. Let's go take a nap. And spend some of our money. Whoop. First off, we could get the quarters. We could also get the workshop. Can't get the training room. Well, let's get the workshop first. That seems more useful. Because that will let us come back here if we need to, like, upgrade things, I believe. I don't know. I haven't got that far into the game when I was playing it earlier, so we'll go explore it together ourselves. Yeah, so this lets us brew things. If we want to put, like, a jitter seed and then, like, an eye of Pagath. Create. Ah, deadly poison. We can put it on our weapon. That could be useful. Let's make another one. We can also mix this with Paradoxicus. Shielding potion. Boost armor. That could be useful as well. What about mixing it with silk thread? That can upgrade clothing, though, so I don't want to do that. What if I do a Paradoxicus and a throwing knife? Weak spirit. Oh. Can I use a weak spirit with this, then? A foul booze. Disgusting wine of terrible quality. Mmm. How tasty. And I don't want to use that. Okay, cool. Nope, nope, get me out of here. So yeah, we can make potions now. And yeah, we can upgrade things here, too. Which is very nice because... well, in the future, we're going to have a lot of things to upgrade. What's this? Where did I get this trophy? Okay. Yeah, so that's good. Alright, now we can see. What other quest do I have? I'm looking for... where do you find quest? Over here? Yeah, there we go. So yeah, this one will be our main quest throughout the entire game, and so we need to get a union password to do that. This will be on the other side as well, so we need a union password for that. Eating Velos, that, again, need a union passport. So these are the two I'm doing. So we can do the rotten onions next. Which maybe, yeah, okay. Oh, back down we go. See you later, Inquisition. And this one is pretty hard to miss because of the giant floating scythe-wielding creature over there. I think I'll run over, see. We may not finish this quest today. Come on, take a swing at me. Gotcha. But I'll get it started at the very least, and then we can finish it next time. You know, in all the time I did play, I played for like 4 hours. I never found a bow. The entire time. I found a lot of arrows, but I never found a bow. What's he doing? There we go. Goodbye. And then we went through that mine earlier. Yeah. Alright, let's go say hello to whatever's going on in this castle. And I don't know where the Scry Shroom is. Let's see. That's back to Pearl Village. That's the fort. And yeah, Sacred Shroom's down there. Cool. Good to know. Isn't it just so peaceful? So pretty? So red? Okay, second time's the charm. Ow. Hey, I'm picking a lock over here. ABB. Get out of here. Okay, well, I have 2 more tries. 1 more try. Oh, thank God. Regen. Boost stamina regen. Well, that could be useful during, like, a boss fight or something. And we got 1 more lockpick for my trouble. There you go. I think there's not really any like monster crafting in this where you have to collect like hide or anything, which is a plus or a minus depending on what you like from your games, but it does mean that like you don't have to go farm creatures unless you just need money. And here we go. Hello, sir. Stop right there. This is the esteemed mercenary company headquarters of the Rotten Onions. None may pass without authorization from the captain, John Birdbark. What kind of name is Rotten Onions? It's a very fine name, I'll have you know. Birdbark is an esteemed scholar and a battle wizard as well as our captain. It's his reasoning that it's named designed to strike fear in our enemies. It's a stupid name. The guard looks visibly hurt. Well, you don't have to think it's clever. We'll just stab you at all the same. Only inside your headquarters. Well, you can. Unless you get us a mayor's ledger. I don't have any charms, so that's not going to work. And how can I get this ledger? Well, I'd sneak in at night while the mayor's asleep, of course, and bring it back to me. And you'll officially be a friend of the Rotten Onions. That's all I want to know. All right. Okay, I'll be going. All right, bye. I kind of want to go this way because I like... in this playthrough, I want to just go and do all the, not necessarily bad options, but like do the ones that feel like not the direct path. I also just remembered something that we can go look at all the way over at the back, and this will be like the last thing we do after I talk to whoever's in his house. All the way at the back of the place by our castle, there was a section we needed more lore for that we can do before calling it a day. Stop right there! And the man brandishes a particularly rusty sword in your direction. You're not ticking, are you? No metallic limbs, leaky joints? Why would I be... Yes, I am in fact a clock. The man gasps. I knew it! These fiendish contraptions are getting more fanciful by the day. The man steps closer and prods you a few times with his finger. Allow him to continue. He prods you a few more times. Well, I'll admit, you don't seem like a mindless killing machine from the blasted Clockwork Kingdom. It's just since the attacks, I've been pretty jumpy. What's that about a Clockwork Kingdom? New here, are you? These Oneric Islands are home to a certain Clockwork Kingdom due east of this here hamlet of Quill. For a while, they were decent enough neighbors, except for those bothersome factories billowing out smoke and the occasional explosion rocking their whole isle something fierce. But folks say their machine thing went mad, and now some of their gadgets and gizmos are spilling across the border and wreaking havoc with my crops. Can you tell me about that machine that's been bothering you? I buy mechanical monstrosities. He frowns at you, and don't laugh, I'm being sincere. They've been coming from the east where the snow's been falling. Funny thing, it never used to snow here. First, they were just little things, but lately one huge metal bastard has taken to tending my crops shrooms with its weapons. If I try to shoo it away, it attacks. I could try to shut it down for you. You would? Oh, I'd be mighty appreciative. If you managed to do it, there'd be some coin in it for you. The machine seems to lurk in a stove-tipped mountain to the east. Simplest way of dealing with it would be to smash it to pieces, but its armor will deflect any blow that ain't strong enough. So maybe there's some way of shutting it down. There were a couple of suspicious container crates that fell in the forest around here. Alright, bye. Okay, cool. Now, let's see. The time being 10:51. Yeah, so I have just enough time to finish this. Okay. I'll run over, see if the scry shroom is enough to give us the extra lore we need to enter the secret room over here. Get whatever's in the secret room, or fail if it's not big enough. And that's when we're in the stream, and I'll go make money for a living. To make money for a living, that doesn't make any sense. Go do my actual job. The thing that does get me money is what I meant. That make money for a living makes literally no sense. Yeah, and I don't think I have anything that gives me charm, so I can't talk to her. Let's see. No, don't use that item. Let's do... that boosts stamina. That doesn't do anything. Boost armor. Poisons my mushroom. That gives me the lore. So, yeah, I don't have anything that increases charm, so I can't do anything with that. It's a good start to the game. I don't know what the story's gonna be like later, but I adore like everything about this game and like these kind of games. It's just so nice. Oh, don't look at me. Not expecting the sword in the back. Gotcha. Thanks for the throwing knife. Is that a cannon? That is a cannon. Okay. So now we just need to drink the scry shroom tea. Gulp. My lore skill is still too low. Ah, darn. Oh well. I get more score in the future. I mean, more lore in the future. And the time being... Okay. And, well, I guess that's where I'll end the stream for today. Because I need to go to work. And it's much better and a much longer stream than last time. So... let me see. Where's OBS? There it is. Let me come back over here. So, that'll be where we're ending the stream today. It's a good, quick stream. It was good to get into Dread Delusions. Love the game. It's fantastic. Hope you enjoy it too. Otherwise, I'm not sure when we'll be streaming next. But, yeah, it'll have to be... I'll have to pay attention to when I've got work and class, and we'll figure it out. Otherwise, everyone, have a good day. Good rest of your day or night. And where's the thing? Hold on. There we go.